Hey guys, it's Kira here. Welcome back to the Subtl YouTube channel. Today we're gonna go over some tips and tricks as well as the best subtle beauty products for dry versus oily or even combination skin, how to do your makeup depending on your skin type, and how knowing what type of skin you have is so important. So let's get into it. So first of all, if you don't know if you have dry or oily, you probably have combination skin. Like you're gonna know if you have super dry skin, you're always dealing with like patchiness with your makeup, and when you apply powders or you do your makeup, maybe it looks really good, but then it starts separating, and like by the end of the day, you just feel like, your makeup is kind of collecting around your acne and wrinkles. Oily skin, I don't have as much experience with because I don't have oily skin personally. However, it basically means you have a lot of oil production. You might deal with your makeup feeling like it's kind of melting off halfway through the day. Maybe your makeup looks really good when you do it, and then it's just kind of oily and shiny. And then combination is that you can actually deal with both types, which I feel like sounds really challenging. Depending on the season, depending on the area of your face, you might produce a lot of oil in your forehead, but then, your chin or, the middle of your face stays dry. And it might be a little bit discouraging if you feel like you've struggled with this for years. But a big part of managing your skin type is really knowing how to apply makeup for your skin type. So again, that's what we're gonna go over today. All right, so first things first, let's start with dry skin. I have dry skin, so I know the most about this. Especially if you have dry skin and you have acne, this can be really challenging because you might use an acne fighting product at night, but those tend to dry your skin out. So you really have to find the right balance there. For example, I use something called benzoyl peroxide and it kills acne at night, but it can really dry out your skin. So just a few quick tips that I've learned with this is you can always leave like an active ingredient on just for like an hour at night, then wash it off and put your foundation on. Not foundation, lotion. Make sure you are hydrating, okay? That is the biggest thing with your makeup is you need hydrated skin. If you're dealing with really dry skin, you can do what's called slugging and do literally a mask of Vaseline over your normal routine and lotion. At night, that will just help like seal in all the moisture. Sleeping with a humidifier is a huge game changer for me. I live in the desert in a very dry climate, so that's super important and has really made a difference. But yeah, all in all, just know that finding a good hydrating moisturizer is going to be the most important thing, and you just need to keep up on that and be consistent with that. But that being said, let's get into makeup. One thing with dry skin is, again, the lotion and the moisturizing, like that all happens before you actually put your makeup on. But I really like using a hydrating sunscreen. So I like using the Super Goop Glow Screen. It's very shiny, very hydrating. Next, if you are doing like a full foundation, you can also consider a hydrating primer. I think the Super Goop Glow Screen kind of works as a primer, at least for me, but I know there's a lot of more hydrating primers. I think Milk makes one that's very popular. So you just want to make sure that you're starting with the right type of product. Some primers are for oily skin, some are for dry skin, so it's important to know which kind you have and shop accordingly. Now, Subtle Beauty is amazing for dry skin, truly. Like the concealer is just so hydrating and creamy, and I love that. Now, I used to just do the concealer and I never did shine control on top of it because I thought the translucent powder didn't work for my skin. But if you have dry skin, try giving the shine control powder over the concealer a chance. Just don't do it all over and start small. Personally, for me, when I use the stippling brush with the shine control powder and I just do it in my T-zone, so I just do it in the middle of my forehead, and it's actually kind of hot in here right now. I'm sort of sweating, so this is a good example. And then I'll do a little bit on my chin. Again, depending if I'm super dry, I won't. Just don't apply this over dry, patchy areas, but just do it where you notice a little bit of shine might be coming through, but don't do it all over the face because that's where you're gonna dry your skin out in my experience. Obviously, the lip balms are super amazing, super hydrating. Okay, next up would be the Lip and Cheeks. These are very hydrating, very smooth, and just like great for dry skin. I just like applying them with my fingers and going in a circular motion. Try this out if you have dry skin. Like if you feel like your powdery blush is just always clinging to all the dry areas, this will be a game changer for you. You should also try out a cream bronzer. Now, Subtle Beauty doesn't technically have a cream bronzer, but what I do is just use a darker concealer color and apply it again with the stippling brush, like where I would put my bronzer. And that is so nice and just provides the perfect hydrating makeup look. Now, the last cream product I'm going to talk about from Subtl for dry skin is going to be the cream highlighters in Rosé. And in fact, if you have dry skin, go ahead and click on this tutorial. I'm gonna pop it up. It's the makeup look for this because I used a lot of cream products in this look. But yeah, this is, again, just like so pretty and hydrating. And this just ends up looking so luminous and like gives you that glow from within look. Okay, now let's talk about oily skin. So if you have oily skin, you're basically thinking about the opposite, which is how can I make sure that my products last all day? Now, I'm gonna say that you don't have to avoid cream products. You just need the right base and the right way to set it. So again, just like I said with dry skin, it's all in the prep. I'm not an expert in oily skin, but I know that you don't want to avoid moisturizer. You need to moisturize your skin. The reason your skin is oily and producing a bunch of oil is actually because your skin is dried out often. So anyway, if you are oily skin and you like avoid moisturizer because of that, don't do that. You can look it up like on TikTok, YouTube. There's tons of dermatologists and skincare experts that can walk you through that. But all that to say, you should still have a consistent skincare routine that you do at night and the morning, and it should involve a moisturizer even if you feel like your skin is super oily, because that will actually help balance it out. It's just about finding the right one. Next, if you feel like your skin is so oily, you can start with like a mattifying primer. There's a lot of great primers out there. I also mentioned my sunscreen that I love using from a local esthetician here in Arizona. Her name is Emmy Diane, and it's the tinted mineral sunscreen. It's really mattifying and wears well all day long. And it also gives you like a nice tint as just kind of a base and a foundation. And then when you're choosing products, first of all, make sure you're in like a cool space. When you're sweating and hot and you're putting your makeup on, like that's gonna make you produce more oil, which we don't want. But just choose powder products. Go with a powder bronzer. This is in the shade Latte. This bronzer is great. And then as you guys know, I love Subtl's powder blushes as well. This Apricot Avenue one is so pretty, but they have a bunch of gorgeous shades. And I feel like we don't talk about these as much as the Lip and Cheeks, but do not sleep on Subtl's powder blushes. They are so good. And lastly, it's really just gonna be in the base. This Shine Control powder is gonna be your best friend. And the beauty of a Subtle stack is that you can take it with you, right? So if you have oily skin, you're probably going to need to touch up with your Shine Control powder once or twice a day. So you can literally use your little brush in the bottom of the stack. You could also get the powder puff that Subtl has on their website and just literally bring this with your Shine Control powder and maybe like a blush and a mirror, and you can just do real quick while you're in the car. You can stick that in your purse and just go throughout your day. It's really just about maintaining throughout the day so that you can kind of get ahead of it before it gets so oily that your makeup starts melting off. Okay, and then lastly, real quick, I do want to touch on combination skin because that can actually be, I feel like, even more overwhelming, because depending on what your skin is doing that day, you might need to kind of switch up your routine. Pick and choose the tips that I just shared from each. I would have a combination of powder and cream products and use them together in unison. I've been doing that a lot lately, so you can watch any of my recent tutorials from like the last couple months. I've really been using like the powder and the cream together, and I just love how that looks, and it also just really helps your makeup stay throughout the day. When you're powdering, just do your T-zone, like just do the areas that are shiny and just try to avoid doing your whole face because that will just emphasize the dry patches. All right, that's all I have for today. I hope this helped you guys kind of think a little bit more about what skin type do I have, what products should I be using, and maybe how to take part of your stack or all of your stack with you throughout the day so that you can maintain your makeup and just really feel good all day long. If you have any questions at all, leave them down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.